Hey friends, it's Jason, TikTok Theologian 1, and I'm going through Genesis verse by verse. I may skip a few just because, not because they're unimportant, just because I may not have anything substantive to say about that verse. But we've been looking at how God created light. Genesis 1:3, let there be light, and there was light. Verse 4, light was good. We talked about what that word good means. And then verse 5, he separates the light from the darkness, creating day and night. But this presents a bit of a challenge because growing up, I always believed that the word day was a 24-hour day of creation. Now, the Hebrew word yom, Y-O-M, typically does, in a literal sense, mean that a full day, a 24-hour time period. But it also can be interpreted figuratively, meaning just a time period. And so when we have God creating things on a quote-unquote day, we have to understand that we get our 24-hour time period based on the earth rotating on its axis as the sun rises and sets on our horizon. Well, if our sun isn't created until day 4, then there is no way to tell how long days 1 through 3 of creation were. Science tells us our sun is 4.6 billion years old, 4.5, 4.6. Earth is right behind it at 4.5 billion years old. And we can tell this because of the rate of decay on certain elements. Scientists have been able to discover ways to age or date certain things that are super, super old because of how different elements decay over time. And that's how they're able to establish the date of these very old things, like the sun, like the moon, like the earth. It's important that we understand. For a long time, it felt like science and Christianity were at odds because the Bible was, in our opinion, asserting things that science could not back up. But the reality is, a lot of things that when it is taught within Christianity where the Bible says this, you have to really look and see, does the Bible really say it? Or is this a teaching? Is this an interpretation based on what I want the Bible to say? So science tells us the earth and the sun, 4.5, 4.6 billion years old. And the word day can figuratively mean a time period and doesn't necessarily have to be 24 hours. So don't make the Bible say something it doesn't say. Let it speak for itself. Understand the Bible through what we learn about science, because they'll never be at odds with each other. The word science means knowledge. So the more we know about science, the more we'll understand how God did what he did when he created the world.